is the day that our God has made, and today our young people will be sharing with you a little about their summer mission trip to Maine. We thank you for making this experience possible. Your actions at home made our actions in Maine possible. And you know, faith is all about action. What happens when we work out our muscles? We get in shape, we get strong, we get healthy. You get more muscles, that's right. It's the same thing with our faith. When we work at it, when we use it, when we do God's work, we get in spiritual shape, we get spiritually strong, and we get spiritually healthy. Now, our young people use their faith muscles to do work for home. Home stands for Home Workers Organized for More Employment. It's a nonprofit organization dedicated to keeping the quality of life for low-income and homeless families in Maine. Through the services, stewardships of resources, and shared responsibility, Home brings forth new possibilities for food, jobs, shelter, housing, education, and making people self-sufficient. As volunteers, we help to work on Home's facilities, clean up the bargain barn that was damaged in Hurricane Sandy, work in the daily soup kitchens, and build relationships with people that we worked with. Please join us in celebrating the work, the growth, and the faith and action that the Mission to Maine brought. We all worked to get there. Let us share that with you today. And you know, the best way to begin any exercise of faith is with stretching, or to begin any exercises with stretching, and faith is no exception. So let us worship God that enables us to be God's hands.
I'm a Gen Xer who flies with Gen Y, and I can't stand religion that can't handle Y. Like Brother Stipes, I was losing my religion, but like Newton before me, I found it. Was blind, but now I see. Like Marley's son sings it, love is my religion. My religion is agape. My religion is the glue that unconditionally brings out the best in each other and holds us together.
And because Jesus dunked me in a giant vat of that thick and sticky agape adhesive, I promise to love you by holding doors open for you and offering to share my umbrella when it rains. I promise to love you by not wearing earbuds in the gym so I can be available if you need a spot. I promise not to walk around looking at my e-vices when I am out on the town. I promise to love you by not only not texting while driving, but also by embracing that awkward time of silence with you in the elevator or on the subway, by not pretending to be texting someone to avoid interaction with you. My religion is to promise to at least catch your eye and give you a smile if I see you begging on the street. I promise to acknowledge your existence and honor your humanity. I promise to buy you a meal and learn about your life. And if I have some work to do around the yard, I promise to invite you to hop in my car and do that work so you can earn an honest day's pay for an honest day's work.
Solomon said, "Two are better than one, because they have a good return for their labor. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up. But pity who falls and has no one to help them up. Also, if two lie together, they will keep warm. But how can one keep warm alone? Though one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves. A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken. And my religion is to lie down with you and to keep you warm. And ponder that 3rd strand.
My religion is to come to your side to help you fight your battles. My religion is to volunteer at local soup kitchens and to read the local paper, and to write letters to that paper, and to volunteer for political campaigns, or at least to vote. My religion is to promise to help build homes for you through Habitat for Humanity. My religion is to increase awareness of your hunger through joining my local crop walk. My religion is to reduce your hunger by lobbying Congress through Bread for the World. My religion is to help you get the right to marry the person you love if the powers that be tell you you can't.
My religion is to give a darn about you, trusting that you give a darn about me. My religion is to promise to ask you, how is it with your soul? And my religion is to hope that you ask that of me. My religion is to sing my heart out with my church's gospel choir so I can express my highs and my lows as I hear the heartaches and joys of those around me. My spirituality isn't private, and it isn't personal, and neither is yours. You are my brother, and I am your keeper. Please tell me that you are mine.
Most of you know me. If not, my name is Allie. I've gone through a lot in the past 6 months, but through these struggles, I found my true self and who I want to be. Here is my faith story and my journey thus far with God. My sister Emma is going to read it for me because I get too emotional.
When I was younger, I always went to church with my parents, grandparents, or whoever I was with. I didn't really understand what was going on, but I went. As I got older, I started attending the youth group here. It's done a few things for me. One, it's helped me meet some of my best friends now. Another is it had really opened my eyes up in the world of God. There is so much good in the world, yet so much more we can do to improve it. I know about this now, but a little while ago, I didn't believe in any good in this world. At the end of last year, I started getting very stressed out. Finishing school near the end of the trimesters really can get to you. Everyone is preparing for tests and exams, all with one goal, to pass the classes. All the teachers piling assignments on, leaving you with 4 hours of homework after 6 hours of school. Another factor is trying to portray what social media makes the ideal person like. It is impossible to be the girl they want. It's all Photoshop anyway. Along with staying fit and looking good is trying to fit in. To fit in at school, you have to dress the trending way and act normal. What even is normal? This is one of the harder things for me because I don't want to dress the same as other people. I want to look different and be the person people wish they could be by changing out of the norm. But I stick to it and try to get what I see other people wearing so people don't think I'm weird, yet I still don't fit in. Finally, disappointment. Disappointment is a huge stressor for me. I want my family and friends to always be proud of me. Thinking you are the disappointment is the worst feeling. I know no one is perfect, yet I feel as if I need to be. Because of these issues, some others I began to change. I started not being very happy. Being the happy person everyone thought I wasn't laughing and having a good time anymore. Sometimes I would stay up crying, wishing I could be that happy girl again. Happy little Allie everyone liked to be around, but it was hard. This sadness continued into 11th grade, but it was getting worse. I lost friends, gained some, then lost more. School got harder, people got meaner. Now all the teachers are telling us about how our junior year is our most important year. This is when your grades count. This is what determines your college, your future. So you better get studying and looking into harder classes. What? These aren't the hard classes? Now we get more and more worried about our future. We don't even focus on what's going on and you start to fall behind. It puts a huge weight upon our shoulders. All I ever wanted to do was impress my family, not only blood family, but friends and neighbors, people I got close to as I got older. I wanted to do good in school and get scholarships, but most importantly, I wanted to make all these people proud. My friends and I were talking about all of this almost every night, but for a while. She understood as well as most students I'm sure would have, but she's the only one I talked to about the constant sadness. Not only was she immediately able to tell when I was sad, but she was able to talk me through the tears on these nights. Eventually, we got thinking about this and what was going on, and we both kind of thought I had depression. We looked up symptoms, some of which included decreased energy, feelings of guilt or worthlessness, loss of interest in activities, and persistent sadness or anxious feelings, all of which we concluded I was having. I never talked to my parents about this, not because I thought I couldn't, but I feared letting them down. I didn't want them to think me being depressed had anything to do with them. It wasn't their fault, and I knew that they would think that, so still no one knew. Eventually, the day I was cleaning my room, I found this book Shannon gave to me, God Hides in Plain Sight by Dean Nelson. I'm not much of a reader, but for some reason I had this urge to start this book, thinking there must be a reason Shannon gave it to me. I finally understood when I started reading it. Some kids grow up wishing they will do good in this world, but me, I knew I was capable of doing some amazing things, and it won't matter whether I'm a counselor, teacher, or doctor. My time will come. God gave me a gift of compassion and love. God made me with a way to people that others might not get so easily. I can make someone laugh and smile in the simplest ways. Seeing people laugh makes me laugh. Seeing people smile makes me smile. But seeing people do this because of me is one of my favorite feelings, so I constantly try to make this happen because I think laughter can cure the simplest pain. I'm not saying just psychologically, but when someone gets hurt, as in a physical pain, they tend to hold their breath for a bit without thinking. This makes it actually hurt worse. When you take in more air, the pain goes away faster because of the more oxygen getting to your brain. You can get this oxygen intake by laughing. Anyway, I will always try to my best to make people laugh. I wouldn't have realized how much I was actually changing someone's day if it wasn't for starting up this book. Not only can I improve a person's health by sharing this smile, I'm sharing my God and his power put through me. Now I come to realize my purpose and my reason of why God placed me here. So yes, I have been through a little struggle so far in my 16 years, but this struggle has shown me who I am as a person and who I am in God's eyes. It has made my faith life shine through my smile. I hope everyone can find some faith in themselves to overcome their minor bumps in their life and faith in God and trust that he has a path and a reason for everything he puts you through. You never know where it might lead you. I encourage everyone to share a smile with a stranger or a friend because you might not even know when the people closest to you are having a hard time, and you can easily make it better.
I can't really follow that, so I don't have a story about my faith. It's not as complicated, I guess, and so I'm just going to talk about Maine and what Maine meant to me. And I guess before that, one thing, this book that Allie talked about, it was given to us as a gift for confirmation from Shannon, right? Confirmation? Yeah. And I still haven't read it, and I think I should probably do that now. So going into Maine, I had been to mission trips before. I went to Cleveland when I was going into 6th grade, 6th or 7th, and it was exciting because I hadn't been out of the state very much. I had gone to South Dakota with my parents, and I had done other things, but it was weird. It was exciting. I had never been to a place kind of in disrepair almost, or in such a bad place as Cleveland. And there were places in Cleveland where there were not very many people doing well, if any at all. And so to help those people, it felt really good for me, even as young as I was, and to see those people smiling. I remember distinctly going to a soup kitchen, and we would hand out 2 sandwiches, a cup of soup, and some candy. And it was 1 or 2 pieces of candy, and no matter what, as little as that was, it would be maybe food to get them through the day and maybe the next morning. And they saw that, and it made their week. It made their day. They smiled so brightly that it made me smile, and it made me happy. And it was amazing that this little package of food could make them so happy, and they just were smiling and saying, "God bless you," and they wanted to know about how my day was going, even though their day was obviously not harder than mine. And it was incredible to see that, and it opened my eyes. And when I went to Maine, it was probably the next time that I had done that much work as I did in Cleveland, because I have gone to Boundary Waters over the summers. I'm probably forgetting something, but where was it? I don't remember, I'm sorry. But Maine was really memorable for me because I could go and I could help these people, and not only was I helping the people there, but I was helping the people that were going to be there. And that's what I can really take out of Maine, is that I paved the way, or helped pave the way for other groups to come. What you saw that we put up the clothesline, we also helped build a fence. We made the walls, we set up the walls to a lumber mill, and that's so other groups can come, and it makes their jobs easier, or they have new jobs to do. They're gonna put up the walls to the lumber mill. They're actually gonna set them up, and they're gonna build a roof, and they're going to build everything else to the lumber mill, and they're also going to finish clearing this area that we like put up a bunch of rocks and kind of made enclosings for trees, and they'll see that, and they can take our work and they can go the extra level, and then the groups after them will go past that. And so I know that if I ever go back, it's going to be even better, and I'm going to have different jobs that may even be continuations of what I already did in Maine. And to me, that's the most amazing thing, because other people will go and they'll see what we did and they'll be thankful that we had started something for them. And I was thankful when I went and I saw other groups that had started for them. And so that's really what Maine meant to me, to see that something small that I could do or something small that somebody else did impacted me and can impact other people so greatly. And so I think that when we go out and do things, that you have to, it's always nice to think about what they can do for other people, because in the now, you're definitely helping people, but in my opinion, it's even greater to think of what you can do or what you are doing for the people that will come after you in the next day and the next week and even the next year.